Good morning, guys. It's Linton here. Happy Monday. New week, new challenges, and new opportunities. A lot of news in the market this week, so we could see some movement. But let's have a look at what's going on with the Nasdaq. So, as expected, and as I've been saying for the last 2 months, we had this three-wave move complete down to the 50% retracement level, 50% Fibonacci retracement level, which is actually also a 30% correction from all-time highs. They time very close to one another. And exactly what I was expecting to see was a bounce off of this 11,700 level. Whether or not this is the end of the bear moves, we don't know yet. So it doesn't mean that simply because it hit this level and it's bounced, that's it now and it's over. We could still see what is known as a rally within a bear market or a bear market rally, and then a move further down from there. So it's very important that if you did what I did and you got into this trade, that you move your stop loss into a break-even position, or alternatively a very small profit, and wait to see what happens. The first thing I would like to see is a breakout of this trend line over here. So a breakout of that trend line, in other words, price above it, and then some kind of correction and a move on up. The second thing that I would like to see is then for price to break this bigger trend line to the upside as well, and also give us some kind of confirmation that we are then at the end of this bear market. What is very, very possible, though, that we might see, and let me just move this quickly, is we might actually see the completion of another wave. So we could see another move to the downside first before anything happens. So we could see that three wave, we could see this fourth wave up to the top of the structure here. And that's why it's so important what happens at that point if we get back up there, is we could see the next wave to the downside, wave 5. And I would expect that to complete at the 61.8% for retracement level. So what happens from now on, until we break out of this trend line over here, doesn't really faze me, because we could be seeing a bear market rally. We could be seeing a bounce in a bear market and then further downside. Does that mean that we can't take this trade? No, of course not. Obviously, you can take the trade, move your stop to a break-even position, wait for it to get up to that point, maybe move your stop a little bit higher, and then see what happens at this point. Do we get a breakout and a confirmation of that break, or does it reverse back down to wave 5? There are a couple of very important levels that I'm going to be keeping my eyes on while this moves. So the first resistance is going to be over there. Second resistance is going to be over there. We're going to see a lot of supply in the markets at these levels. And once we break those levels, I'd be happy to say that we're moving out of this bear market and back into a bull market situation. A 30% correction from the all-time high, that is a big correction. It doesn't mean it can't go deeper, guys. So you've got to be careful when trading this. It could still go down to this kind of level, 10,500. I doubt that it would get lower than that. But given the current economic climate and what's going on in the States with interest rates, etc., and inflation, it is possible that there would be some more pressure on stocks. We would have to see how aggressively the Fed moves from this point or not. They were mentioning that there might be a soft landing or not. So I think it's very imperative that you don't pay too much attention to the hype and the noise out there. Stick to your analysis, stick what's going on with your charts, and keep your attention on that. I'm looking at this 3-wave, possibly a 4 and a 5 wave, and then I expect us to break 17,000 quite comfortably, and I would expect from that point onwards, 18,000 would be on the cards as well. I still think that we're going to get there before the end of the year. I don't want to put a timestamp on it. As we know, things can take longer or go even quicker, but I still think we're gonna make new highs this year, possibly early next year. It all depends on how the global economic climate survives or moves on from the effects of COVID from this point on. So first thing I want to see, like I said, is a breakout here, a correction, a breakout there, a correction, and then we're on target for new higher highs. Hope that helps with your analysis, guys. Have a great week. Cheers.